Hello everyone, myself Varshita S. from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. Today we will going to discuss about non-conventional energy resources. In this non-conventional energy resource, we need to discuss about the flat plate collectors. So first we need to know about what is the definition about the flat plate collectors. The flat plate collectors are an extensions of the basic idea to place a collector in an oven like box with glasses in the direction of the sun. Before going to flat plate collectors, first we need to know about solar thermal collectors. Solar thermal collectors are special kind of heat exchangers that transform the solar radiation energy into internal energy of the transport medium. There are two types of solar thermal collectors. First one is non-concentrating and second one is concentrating. For the domestic or industrial water and spaces heating purpose, solar thermal collectors are classified as two types: flat plate solar collectors and evacuated tube solar collectors. So, for first one is flat plate collectors. So, flat plate collectors were developed by the Hotel and Wheeler in the 1950s. The flat plate solar collectors are the most fundamental and commonly used powered domestic hot water systems where the temperature demand is low. The idea behind this technology is that sun heats a dark flat surface which collects as much energy as possible, and then the energy is transferred to water, air or other fluid for the further use. The flat plate collectors therefore is basically a black surface that is placed in a convenient path of the sun. And the figure shows how the flat plate collectors works. The general descriptions of liquid flat plate collectors. Liquid flat plate collector is also one of the type of flat plate collectors, and it is most common in use. The basic part that make up a conventional liquid flat plate collectors are the absorber plates, the tubes fixed to the absorber plate through which the liquid to be heated flows. Third one is the transparent cover and the collector box. The main advantages of the flat plate collector is that it utilizes both the beam and the diffuse components of the solar radiation. In addition, because of its simple stationary design, it requires little maintenance. Its principal advantages is that because of the absence of the optical concentration, the area from which heat is lost is large. As a result, the collection efficiency is generally low. And the liquid heated generally water. However, sometimes mixture of water and ethanol glycol are used in if ambient temperatures below 0 degrees Celsius are likely to be encountered. The absorber plate is usually made from a thin metal sheet ranging in thickness from 0.2 to 0.7 millimeter. When the tubes While the tubes, which are also of metal, range in diameter from 1 to 1.5 centimeter. They are soldered, brazed, or pressure bonded to the bottom of the absorber plate, with the pitch ranging from the 5 to 12 centimeter. In some designs, the tubes are bonded to the top or are in line and integral with the absorber plate. The metal most commonly used both for the absorber plate and the tubes is copper. And the header pipes which let the liquid in and out of the collector and distribute it to the tubes are made of the same metal as the tubes and have slightly larger diameters, that is 2 to 2.5 centimeter. The cover should be made of a material which is highly transparent to incoming solar radiation and at the same time the opaque to long wavelength re-radiation emitted by the absorber plate. The glass with a new ferric oxide content satisfies this requirement. Touch and glass of 4 or 5 mm thickness is most favorable material. This type of glass is able to withstand thermal shocks as well as the impact of the objects which may fall on the collector face. The usual practice is to have one cover with a spacing ranging from 1.5 to 3 centimeters between the cover and the absorber plate. And the bottom and the sides are usually insulated by the mineral wool, rock wool, or glass wool with the covering of aluminum foil and has a thickness ranging from 2.5 to 8 centimeter. The whole assembly is contained within a box which is tilted as at a suitable angle. The collector box is usually made of aluminium with a epoxy coating on the outside of for protection. The face areas of most commercially available collectors are around 2 meters square with the length being usually larger than the width. In the last few years, the use of plastic materials for the absorber plate, the tubes as well as the cover has increased. This is but particularly true for applications involving lower temperature up to 600 or 700 Celsius centigrade. Initially, plastics were not used because they degraded on exposure to sunlight. They also have low thermal conductivities and higher coefficients of expansions as compared to the metals. However, the advances in the polymer technology have resulted in the development of suitable plastic material which can withstand long exposures of the sunlight. Plastics have the advantages of being light in weight and easy to manufacture. They are also costless and require less energy input for their manufacture than the metals like copper and aluminum. How- However, it has to be remembered that they generally originate from the fossil fuels. The percent rate of the production of liquid flat plate collectors in the world as well as in India is low. However, it is increased rapidly. About 10 lakh meter of collector area has been installed in India up to 2004. The typical cost of a good quality collector being in range of rupees 4,000 to 4,500 per meter square. Thank you.